Hey everyone, what's up? I hope all y'all are having a great week. This week I wanted to speak on love, and not just the lovey-dovey type of love. No, rather Christ-like love. I want to read you a passage out of Matthew chapter 5. In Matthew 5:21 and 22, it says this: "You have heard that the ancients were told, 'You shall not commit murder, and whoever commits murder shall be liable to the court.' But I say to you that everyone who is angry with his brother shall be guilty before the court, and whoever says to his brother, 'You good for nothing,' shall be guilty before the court, the Supreme Court. And whoever says, 'You fool,' shall be guilty enough to go into the fiery hell." Ouch. Some pretty harsh words of Jesus right there, because Jesus was speaking to the Pharisees, and he was reminding them, hey, you've heard it in the past that murdering somebody is not a very nice thing to do. It's not very loving, and like, yeah, and Jesus says, well, guess what? I'm gonna step it up one and say that if you have hate in your heart towards somebody, that's the same thing as murdering someone. And like I said, that's some pretty harsh stuff. Because you know, this passage really shows us the difficulty it is to love God and to love, just to carry out the simple command to love. Because one of the greatest commands that Jesus ever gave us was to love God and to love others. That he tells us that's the greatest command: love God and love others. And then yeah, we think that's pretty. Oh yeah, okay, I just gotta love God and love others. That's pretty simple. But what Jesus says here in Matthew really shows the difficulty of that and how hard that really is and what that really looks like. Because love, because of the fact that loving, in order for us to truly love God, we must love others. And as we know, some people are a little more difficult to love. They require extra love. Some people, are annoying. Some people are rude. Some people are arrogant. Some people, the list could just go on and on and on. And this passage really shows the difficulty of that, the difficulty of what it really means to love others. Because if we truly want to love God, then we have got to love others, and even more. And instead of just loving them, we've got to view them in the lens that Christ views us. And if you didn't know, that view is that He died for us, and so we've got to see the people out there. We've got to see those people, instead of as annoying or rude, or whatever. We got to see them as someone who is worthy enough to die for. And that's kind of hard for us to swallow because especially for those of the people who have been hurt by other people, because sometimes people do that to us. People stab us in the back and they hurt us, and we definitely don't want to love them then because of the fact of what they did to us. They stabbed us in the back and they hurt us. They betrayed us or whatever. But Jesus says, I want you to love them as I have loved you. And like I said, Jesus died for us. And so we're called to show that Christ-like love to other people around us. And Jesus basically saying that if you don't love others, you can't truly love me. You can't truly say that you love me if you don't love others. Because of the fact that God is love. Everything about Him is love. His nature is love. And so if we want to say that we love God, then that requires us to turn around and love others and to view others as Christ has viewed us, and to view others in that very same lens. And so my challenge for y'all is to instead of hating on the people or picking on people around you, instead of picking on people, like I said, or hating on people, rather love them, and just love them as God loved us, because He loved us with an extreme love, and He's called us to love others with that very same love if we want to follow Him. So, y'all have a great week, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.